We're going to talk about Dave Mustaine for a second, but first we're going to let him talk.
You have this huge thing to become of Metallica. You get in, and then you get out.
That had nothing to do with me. That had to do with everybody. We were all alcoholic. I've been doing martial art ever since I was a kid, and I beat James up because he kicked my dog. He kicked my dog. I used to sell drugs. I'm telling you that the pot thing, in order for me to smoke pot, I sold it so I would be able to smoke it for free, right? I'm on stage. Somebody knows I'm on stage, so what do? They jump through my...
Okay, first off, I've known a million guys like Dave Mustaine, and they have a little man complex. Off the top of my head, I don't know how short he is, but every short guy I've ever known claims to have some kind of karate experience. Thank Bruce Lee for that, I guess. And let's just keep going.
My window, take all my drugs. I said, that's never going to happen again. So I got a dog. It was a dog more like an alligator with fur on it. It was a pit bull, right? So I took the pit bull up to rehearsal when I was in Metallica, and it stuck its little teeny feet up.
That's another clue that he's short, is he has to have like a pit bull as a guardian also. Sign of weakness.
On the carve of the bass player. James kicked the dog, so I punched him in the face, and that was the end of it, you know? And the bass players...
He punched James Hetfield in the face. Dave Mustaine punched... I mean, I could see it. I could see it being reality. What's up, baby boy? What's up, little monster? Rawr. Don't put your butthole in my face, please. Thank you. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, they all say the same shit. They know karate. They talk about punching a bigger guy in the face one time. And no, I don't doubt that Dave Mustaine at one point punched James Hetfield in the face. And I assume James Hetfield laughed it off and just walked away or told him to calm down or whatever. That's not unbelievable.
So, you know, it was a big argument. It's in the Metallica thing. You can check it out. Everybody says I kicked his dog. It ain't that way around. You know, I kicked his ass, but not his dog. He kicked my dog. And the thing is we all were such drunks. And when I got drunk, I got violent. When they got drunk, they got stupid. I can't even tell you how many times driving back from San Francisco when Metallica was just starting, Lars and James used to throw one of Ron McGovney's shoes out the back of the truck. He'd get home every time and he'd only have one fucking shoe left. Excuse my language, but you know, I mean, this is an emotional thing for me talking about this right now. And one time I watched one of them, I can't remember if Lars did it to James or James did it to Lars, but they were chewing some food and went and spit it into the other dude's mouth. That was the end for me. You know what? Those guys aren't birds. Urping up food into somebody else's mouth is a little too weird for me. So, you know, they had their own thing and they did stuff like that when they were drunk. When I got drunk, I like to fight. I went into, you know, I've got 3 black belts. And when we went up to San Francisco,
I wonder
one time,
why.
I went into this girl's bathroom that had all...
We don't need to watch any more of the video. Dave Mustaine has been repeating the same thing his entire life. And the tragedy is that Megadeth could have been bigger. Everybody loves Megadeth. I fucking worship Megadeth. They're legendary. And Dave Mustaine created the band, and he's a big part of why they're legendary. Everybody I know loves Megadeth at least a little bit. Even the people who don't know who they are, if you show them one of their songs, they'll, you know, kind of be into it. But he ultimately failed that band. It could have been way bigger than what it was. And I'll tell you why. It's because he cannot let go of Metallica throwing his ass out. And I can see everything he says. I've lived it. I've lived through these types of situations. You're around a bunch of drunks and you're a drunk yourself, and you get yourself thrown out of a group of drunks, and you never get let back in. It's kind of humiliating in a way, but it's something that you gotta let go. Yes, I know you're the star of the video, baby. You're the star of the video. What are you doing? What are you doing? You could probably whoop up Dave Mustaine's dog, I bet. Beast Machine's a beast. But yeah, small guy walks around with a pit bull, is an alcoholic. Those three things right there tells you why he got kicked out of the band. He had an attitude problem, and the taller guys just got tired of having to, I don't know, like, put up with his manlet complex. Short people have a problem. They really do. It's a pandemic that never gets talked about. Only men. Women are fine being short. I've never met a woman who was violent because she was short. But I have known countless dudes who were violent because they were, born short. It happens. You gotta let it go. Fucking, I'll tell you who's not Dave Mustaine. Dio. Dio was a great fucking man. One that everybody looks up to. Tall and small. Dio was not a big man, but he was big in our hearts and a legend. And I'm not quite so sure Dave Mustaine is a legend, because he cannot let go of how popular, like how much Metallica blew up after he got kicked out of the band. And it's petty as fuck because he had a good thing going. Megadeth is legendary, and they'll always be legendary, but he can't love the thing that he created because he can't let go of the thing that he got kicked out of. And it's sad. It's sad as fuck. This is an early interview, but there's just countless shit, like videos of him talking about Metallica. Like it's like a baby that got abandoned by its mom and it can't shut the fuck up about it as it gets older.